What's up, you guys? My name's Jesse and welcome to my channel. So today we're finna be working on my mama's 1996 Jaguar XJ6 X300. She's been dealing with a few issues and we're gonna help her out. So we're gonna start with, well, this is one of the issues, but we're not gonna fix this today because this needs to be replaced. So if you guys are wondering how she broke the exterior door handle, she's been reaching out since the interior door handle wasn't working. How's it going? Hola, ¿cómo está? Bien, al 100. So she's been reaching out and she ended up breaking the door handle. And well, I fixed now the interior door handle, but this was gonna need to be replaced. But that's for another day. Let's talk about what we finna do today, right now. We're finna be replacing the power steering reservoir lines. As you can see, fluid has been seeping out. And then I had to install a hose clamp on that hose to prevent it from leaking. And if you look down underneath there, you can see it's all gunked up on that hose, like right there. I'm gonna be replacing the exterior driver mirror. Since some idiot smacked my mom's Jag, bruh. It cracked the mirror right there, and now it's loose, so it vibrates while you drive. Luckily, we got a spare parts car, my XJR6, that's gonna be helping out with parts for my mother's and sister's Jag. Now, we're also gonna figure out why we keep losing air on this tire. There's a slow leak, so we're gonna remove it and try to find that nail, because most likely that's what it is. Matter of fact, look at that right there. I think I already found the problem. It's from right there, that spot. Last thing we're finna do is replace the positive battery terminal on this Jag, since it's loose and I tried tightening it already, but it just won't tighten anymore. It needs to be replaced. And my mama did mention that she had a hard time starting the car a couple days ago. So let's get to it.
So on the X300 XJ6, the battery is tucked away in the trunk, hidden under a cover. And as you can see, that terminal was really loose. I even added this cap to put on top of the post to make it tighter, but that didn't even work. And honestly, I don't even know what happened to the bolt that tightens the terminal. Now I'm finna be installing an aftermarket cable with a longer length. You could pick this up at any local auto parts store. Why am I doing this? Well, just in case we need to install a smaller, more compact battery like the Optimum. I used to have one in the XJR6. To keep it real, you guys, it's because the cable is hard to find, the original one. And when you do find it, people be asking about $40 for a used one, and we don't even know if it works. What if it doesn't tighten the terminal and I still have the same problem? Nah, aftermarket it is for me.
Nice and tight. Battery terminal is nice and snug now. It's tight, secured. Let's put this back on. This way. And let's move on to the next thing. Let's replace the side mirror.
This one has a bit of a story. So my mama told me she's just chilling at the red light and some impatient ass dumb California driver tries to cross to the next lane next to her, but got too damn close and ends up smacking the mirror. My mom was like, hell no. She chased this fool down, got next to him and told him, hey, you gotta pull over, I gotta get your information, you hit my side mirror. Luckily, the dude actually pulled over and exchanged informations, because most of the time, these people right here, especially in the area she lives, it's bad. People will dash. They will not pull over. So it took like 2 months for the insurance company to come and check out the Jag. We recently got the payment, $1,600. Pretty cool. She got some extra cash and she's gonna have a working mirror as well. Now for the corner light, it looks like it was stuck on with either double-sided tape or RTV silicone, and it's very common on these Jags for every plastic trim to break. So I understand if the previous owner ended up doing this.
Go. Oh yeah, it's supposed to go like this.
This guy.
Hold on. I got an extra one. Hell yeah.
For the next repair, we finna be dealing with that slow leak in the rear driver tire. This has been a problem for a while now, and every couple days we gotta fill up the tire with some air. And sometimes my mama be driving all the way down to 1 PSI, and I know that ain't good, so I gotta take care of this ASAP right now.
Alright, we got it repaired.
Alright, so now that I got the patch in place, it was tough, bro. I ended up losing all the air in the tire. I got my trusty old air pump right here, and honestly, everyone should have one in their trunk, because going to the gas station for air sucks. Either the pump doesn't work, the gauge doesn't read, or there's a long line and it's just annoying to deal with. So I'm gonna be leaving a link in the video description for an air pump so you guys could go cop one for yourself.
Alright, we good now. Looks like the patch is holding air. Ooh. Now let's do the last thing. They replace the power steering return lines.
We're starting off with the power steering line that connects to the radiator. So the electric fan shroud is in the way, but I managed to maneuver around the fan and I used an adjustable wrench to loosen the hose. Now, if I wasn't able to do that, I will have to remove the electric fans to get a better angle. Alright, so next we're going to remove the return hose. There's two hose clamps holding it in place. You just compress them, slide them in, so you can have enough space to pull the hose out. So I tried pulling it out, but it was hella stuck. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if these are the original hoses from when the Jag was first built. So I used a flathead screwdriver to pry it off, and it wasn't easy. That thing was stuck on there. And as you can see, when I finally got it off, it cracked. It was time to replace these.
Bad at this. Now we got it. Let's see if we shoot this side.
You said this was gonna be simple and easy.
Look, looks like this one's more like an upgraded version of it. Smooth. God damn, that's just could probably cut a little bit more, but that looks fine.
Once the new hoses were installed, it was time to fill the reservoir with new fluid. This Jaguar uses Dextron 3 transmission fluid for the power steering system. I know that could be a little confusing, but yeah, transmission fluid on the power steering system. That's all you need to know. After topping it off, I gave the power steering a quick check to make sure that there was no leaks. I started the car and I turned the steering wheel left and right so the fluid could flow in the system.
Alright you guys, so we're all done now. And if y'all like this video, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for more vlogs and more repair videos on my mom's Jag. We still need to install an amplifier, stereo, subwoofer. This Jag needs rear shocks, front shocks, sway bar, bushings. We need to replace the upper and lower coolant hose, thermostat.
God damn, buy a new car this time.
Yeah, so this Jag needs hella work done. But let me tell you, my mother's been owning this Jag for 4 years and all she's done is replace spark plugs and oil changes. That's it. Oh, and of course brakes and rotors and tires. The basic maintenance that everybody does to every vehicle they have. But yeah, this Jag was in need of attention. Stay tuned for more videos, you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Late.